Today, we're diving into a really cool question. What is it that truly makes us, us, and separates our minds from the machines we build? We're going way beyond just processing power and looking at the very core of how we think, feel, and create, and just how different that is from AI.
So, let me just ask you straight up. Have you ever really, truly stopped to think about it? We throw around words like smart computers all the time, but what is it about your mind that makes it so incredibly different from even the most powerful supercomputer on Earth?
Our brains are just amazing. We don't just run a program, we learn by doing, by making mistakes. Our memories aren't just files in a folder, they're packed with feelings and smells and sounds. And we feel these huge emotions. We dream up entire worlds that don't exist. And we try to make choices based on things like being fair or being kind.
So let's start with the first huge difference: thinking with our hearts. Our intelligence isn't just about cold, hard logic. It's all tangled up with our ability to feel and to imagine.
And here's the absolute key. For us, feeling happy or sad or brave, those aren't bugs in the system. They're actually super important data that helps us figure out the world and connect with each other. A computer, on the other hand, it doesn't feel a thing. It's just in a state of, following instructions. There's no inner experience at all.
This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? Robots don't have feelings. They can only follow a command. A machine can be programmed to act like it cares, to say the right thing at the right time, but it's just running a script. It's not actually sharing that feeling with you. And that brings us to what is, honestly, our human superpower: creativity. That spark that lets us make up brand new stories, doodle incredible pictures, or build something totally new out of a bunch of junk. This ability to create something out of thin air, it's one of the most special things about being human.
Okay, so this all might sound a little abstract. Let's make it real. We're going to use a simple little story here to really break down what a uniquely human decision looks like. Let's see what's really going on inside Mia's head when she has to make a choice.
So, picture this. Mia is having a great time playing with her favorite toy, but then she looks over and sees her friend, Tom, is sad. Right there, she's got this internal tug-of-war. Part of her wants to just keep playing, but another part of her feels that pang of sadness for Tom. So what's her thought process? It's not just a simple calculation. First, empathy kicks in. That's the emotional trigger. Then, her brain runs this super fast simulation, right? She thinks, okay, if I share my doll, Tom will feel better, and hey, then we can play together. She's weighing the future outcomes. And finally, she acts, choosing the option that's all about kindness and connection. Okay, so that was Mia. Now let's flip the coin. How would a computer think about this? We've seen the human process, full of feelings and predictions. Now let's jump into the world of pure rules and logic.
At the heart of every single thing a computer does is this word: algorithm. And really, all it is a recipe. It's a list of step-by-step instructions. A computer follows that recipe perfectly, every single time, without question. That's why it can be so good at one specific thing, like chess. But there's zero room for it to feel something or just decide to do something different. It just follows the code.
Now, when you put these two side by side, the difference is it's night and day. What drove Mia? Empathy, a desire to connect. What would drive a robot? A line of code, an if-then statement. Her process was this messy, beautiful mix of feelings and predicting the future. A robot's is just following a logical script. And maybe most important of all, Mia could change her mind. She could have invented a totally new game on the spot. A robot is stuck. It absolutely cannot deviate from its code.
So, where does all this leave us? Living in a world with these incredibly smart machines. Well, it means we have to see them for what they are: powerful, intelligent tools that need our human values to guide them.
And let's be crystal clear about this. No matter how advanced AI gets, it is still a tool. It doesn't have its own feelings. It doesn't have its own ideas about what's right and what's wrong. That part always has to come from us.
And that, puts a huge responsibility right on our shoulders. We're the ones writing the rules. We're the ones who have to make sure that these incredibly powerful tools are used in ways that are fair and in ways that are kind. Because at the end of the day, the value of any tool, whether it's a hammer or a super advanced AI, is all about how we, the humans, choose to use it.
And that leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. You see, the big question isn't, will our tools get smarter than us? I think the real question is, as our tools get smarter and smarter, how will we choose to use that power to become kinder? That's the challenge that's in front of all of us.